Tell me about when you and your brother were little and something happened in the streets.
Oh,
How old were you and where were you?
well, we were about, he was probably 4 years old and I was about 6 years old. And my dad had a store, a glass store, glacier, what do you call it? Anyway, so it was right at the corner of a plaza in Haifa. And so my parents decided to go to the bazaar. So they told us to sit there and sit by the staircase, because to get into the store you had to climb 5, 6 stairs. And so we were sitting there and we were enjoying to see the cars coming and going and so on. And then we noticed that at one corner of the plaza, young people started to congregate. And we had no idea what they were planning on doing. We just looked, oh yeah, well, it's a group of young people. But then all of a sudden they sent a kid about 10, 12 years old right in the middle of the street when they noticed a car, a special car that they were looking for. That car was coming, and therefore they sent the kid right in the middle of the street. And obviously when the driver saw the kid, slowed down and started to honk, but the guy was bent down, and as if he had lost money or something on that street, and he was not paying attention to the guy's honking. And all of a sudden one of the leaders, or a man, I would say about 25 years old or something, a young guy, came as if to say to the kid, "Hey kid, get out of the way, the car, otherwise the car will hit you." But by talking to the guy in that way, he took a good look at the driver. See, they were looking for a special person, and when he realized that that was the person, so he took his revolver from his side and bang, 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 shot the driver, and they all left and fled. They fled and they went away. Obviously, all other shop owners, they closed their shops and they disappeared. And so there was nobody around except us. My brother and I, well, we couldn't shut the store.
How old were you?
Again, about 6 years old or something like that. And so my parents told us to be there, to sit there, and we were sitting, and then the news got around that a man was shot in the plaza, and therefore cops converged to that place. And it was a British mandate at that time, so there were British cops, Jewish cops, and Arab cops. They all converged to that place, and well, they couldn't see anybody to talk to except us, so they came to us, and they asked me what happened. I described them. I said there was a group of people, young people here, and then they shot the guy, and then they took off. Well, which way did they take off? Well, this way. Oh, okay. So that's the information that could muster from me. And then they turned to my brother. They said, what happened? We want to know your version about it. I mean, they didn't say version. Tell us about it. What happened? And my brother looked at them and said, Ismi Vasken. That means my name is Vasken. Well, okay, what happened? Ismi Vasken. Okay. So the Arab guy asked him that question. It was the answer, the same answer. Ismi Vasken. Okay. They called the Jewish cop. They said, ask him what happened. Ismi Vasken. Okay. Call the British cop. Ask him what happened. Ismi Vasken. They were laughing. They were just joking, and it was hilarious anyway. So they couldn't get any more information from my brother. Him, what happened? Hey, my name is Vasken. That's all. So that was an interesting thing. But then my parents heard that something had happened in our plaza. And so what happened was my mom sent my dad home, and she came. And she came to the shop and to close the shop. But then when people showed up, she told them that she was in the bazaar when this happened. She had no idea what happened. And so that was it. And we found out that the guy that was killed was a British emissary to settle between Jews and Arabs, some problems. And apparently the Arabs were not happy with him, and they wanted to get rid of him. So he was untargeted, and so they were waiting. They knew that that guy was going to go through that route, and when they saw the car coming, they sent the kid right in the middle of the street for him to slow down. And when he slowed down, and the guy that was looking for him, when he realized that was the person, bang, 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 they killed him, and that's it. And they took off. I don't think they found out who did it. No way. So that's the story.